place. I'm doing fine, I'm feeling great. You're not my fan, you can't relate. Straight talk going, safe not safe. Before you cross me, look both ways. Leaving the scene with no trace, none in my league. You out of place, I'm not at the top, I'm outer space. Can't eat with us, we're out of place. I'm doing fine, I'm feeling great. You're not my fan, you can't relate. Straight talk going, state to state.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your host, your boy George Mackay, and
the videos.
And if you're wondering why we're laughing, is we're setting up our predictions for Impact Rebellion, and I just learned something new. That's right, I was schooled by my child, which happens to a lot of parents. Apparently, on my Mac, you can tile the screen, and I had no idea. So hey, I've learned something new today, and people are going to be like, "But you're an experienced podcaster." Hey, you never stop learning. If you stop learning, you might as well put yourself out to pasture.
I don't know where you were going with that.
I don't know either. All right. Anyways, we are here to discuss our favorite wrestling company, which has a lot of our friends, a lot of our colleagues in it. And we're here to break down Tommorws' amazing pay-per-view. That's right. Impact Rebellion. And this card is stacked. Are you not excited for this?
Of course I am. Why would you even ask that question?
Oh, kids. Okay, let's get into the matches, shall we?
No, I'm kidding.
All right, so it's the Impact. Now, this is not the way we're saying the card's going to go, but we're just going to go top to bottom and how we think the order of things will go. So one of the first matches on the card tonight that I will predict will be one of the first matches. The opening match would be Tennille Dashwood and Madison Rayne, the champions, the Impact Knockouts Tag Team champions, versus the Inspiration. That's Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay. So when you break it down and you look at these two teams, the experience of a Tennille Dashwood and a Madison Rayne, who have way more in-ring time than the Inspiration, what's your choice?
The Inspiration.
You want to broaden your spectrum a little bit for our watchers or viewers?
Well, like, they were my favorite tag team when they were in WWE, and like now that they've come back into wrestling, like in Impact, that just like is amazing. And yeah, so yeah, they're gonna win.
So they're gonna win to become two-time champions because they did lose the titles. Now they're fighting for them again.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your spectrum.
Yeah.
That's your thought process.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with Tennille Dashwood and Madison Rayne retaining. The only reason I say this is because I think that the Inspiration is a little bit better when they're fighting for a title. When they have it, I feel like they get complacent with their characters. So I feel like when they're chasing gold, they're a little bit more funner to watch. That's my honest opinion. So I think the current champs are going to defend and they're going to keep the title. So the next match on the card, now this is a weird one for us because it seems like a couple players in this pay-per-view are going to be pulling double duty. So I'll be honest with you, life gets in the way sometimes. We have not been keeping fully up on the Impact product over the last few weeks, not, out of personal disdain or anything. We love Impact. It's just life gets in the way. Things are crazy between dance classes, work shifts, all the interviews. This one's knocking out of the park. Yeah, apparently dog hunting, because we already have one, but we're adding a second one to the family. So Steve Macklin, Jay White, and Chris Sabin are going to have a three-way dance, a triple threat match, if you will, for respect, for who's the better one out of the three. Now, this match is original. And the reason why I say double duty, we'll get into that a little bit later, but this match is intriguing. Steve Macklin brings power. Jay White brings so much skill, and Chris Sabin as well brings so much skill. Not knocking Steve Macklin, but when it comes to the other two individuals in this triple threat, he is definitely the underdog, in my honest opinion. So looking at these three players, you've seen Chris Sabin up close and personal. You know how gifted he is in the ring. We know Jay White from all the New Japan stuff that I've shown you. And then, of course, there's Steve Macklin, who is no slouch as well. He's been around the block a few times. But again, when it comes to these three men, I feel like he is the weakest one in the ring. And not taking anything away from his skill set. That's just my opinion. And that's the way the internet works. We're allowed to have opinions. So what's your prediction on this one? Where are you going?
I think Chris Sabin's gonna win because he does all that cool stuff in the ring.
Does all that cool stuff in the ring, and he's just cool.
That's like the greatest explanation ever. So
I'm a Bullet Club guy. I'm a Bullet Club freak. I love the Bullet Club. I've been a fan of them for a very long time. I got to go with Jay White in this one. Just something about Jay White that he's so slick, very stylish in the ring, and he can move so well. So I'm going with Jay White on this one. So it looks like we're divided. Now, this match is somebody that the mini host has recently had on her show, and she is going at Deonna Purrazzo for the AAA Reina de Reinas, I hope I said that right, championship. And it's none other than
Taya Valkyrie.
Taya Valkyrie. So I already know where the mini host is going, and I'm probably leaning the same way as well. But it's so great to see Taya Valkyrie back in an Impact ring. She's kind of coming back home, and with her returning means that we're most likely going to get, a return of Johnny Impact which is awesome as well because he is hilarious. What is your thoughts on Deanna Purrazzo versus Taya Valkyrie? Now, I mean, I know you're going to go Taya Valkyrie, but you are a big Deanna fan. You love Deanna. You love the way she works. And this is a lady who's held a lot of gold over the last couple years between the Knockouts champion, the AAA title, and also the ROH title as the most recent. I mean, she holds a lot of gold, and she's held gold at multiple belts at one time or another or different championships throughout her Impact tenure. So where are you going with this match? Think logically. Don't think with your heart. Think logically.
I think Taya Valkyrie is gonna win because I don't know. Did she just come back to Impact?
Well, she's returning.
Yeah. So I mean.
So you think her returning, she's got like that chip on her shoulder, something to prove?
Yeah, she's gonna get the championship, and she's gonna be like, "Yo, like this is my reign."
Do you think this match has the potential to be a show stealer? To take away from the main event? I mean, we're going to get to the main event later, and we already know where we're going. That's a slam dunk. If you watch our show, you know exactly where we're going for the main event. But do you think this match has the potential to steal a little bit of thunder from the main event?
Maybe just like a little bit. If they have like, chairs and tables.
I don't see them going that way. But I do think it's going to be one hell of a match. I like the mini host. I will agree. I will say that I think Taya Valkyrie, she's got that chip on her shoulder. She's returning, something to prove, has a lot of gas left in the tank. I'm going to go with Taya Valkyrie on this one. So we're both agreeing on that.
Yes.
Now, the next match, Jonathan Gresham, arguably the heartbeat of ROH for a very long time versus Eddie Edwards, the heartbeat of Impact for a very long time. This is a grudge match, classic grudge match of all kinds and perceptions. Where are you going with this one? Are you going with Eddie Edwards or are you going to go with Jonathan Gresham?
Eddie Edwards.
Why?
Because I don't know. I've never seen Jonathan Gresham wrestle before. So.
Well, he wrestled at the last pay-per-view, but I think you were upstairs or on the phone with your friends or doing something.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go with Eddie Edwards.
I'm gonna go ROH. I'm ROH through and through. They're one of my all-time favorite promotions, next to Impact and next to New Japan, next to WWE, AEW. I love them all, but ROH holds a special place in my heart. I was a big fan of ROH for a very long time, so I'm gonna go Jonathan Gresham over this one. But I don't think you're too far off with Eddie Edwards. I think your pick is solid. It's really 50-50. So that's the great thing about prediction shows. We all have our own thought processes. So, if maybe over the next couple of matches, you might be able to expand some of yours, would be great. Did you guys see that? Did you see the attitude and the dirty look?
Look, I just did a fish face.
All right. The next match is an 8-man elimination challenge. Now, this is what we were talking about some wrestlers, some talents pulling double duty in this pay-per-view. So we have the current reigning champions of Violent by Design. That's Eric Young, Joe Doring, or Cody Deaner, depending on who comes out with. I guess they're strategically planning their assault. So it could be Doring or it could be Cody Deaner versus the Good Brothers versus Decay, which is Black Taurus and Crazy Steve versus Heath and Rhino versus Rich Swann, Willie Mack versus the Motor City Machine Guns, which is Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin versus Jay and Bay Connection, which is Chris Bay and Jay White, and No More Honor, which is Matt Tavern and Mike Bennett. Kenny King or Vincent. So it could be any one of those, any two of those four gentlemen. So when you break down all these teams, a lot of different skill sets, a lot of veterans in this match, a lot of guys who have been to the show before, who know how to dance the dance, and who are all tag team, aficionados. I think everybody knows where I'm going. I'm a little biased when it comes to tag team and Impact. I always pick one team, whether they win or lose. They are my team. But I'm interested to see your thought process. When you look at all the names that are in this match, when you look at the amazing talents that are in this match, where are you leaning?
I have no clue. There's so many teams. I don't know which one to pick. I think I'm just going to go with the Good Brothers or Violent by Design because...
Well, no, you can't go or and or. You got to pick one.
I'm happy if one of them wins,
Well, one of them is currently the champion, so you want one of them to retain or the Good Brothers to become champions again.
Yeah.
Right on.
Actually, just go with the Good Brothers because Violent by Design has had, enough show and tell.
Wow. Violent by Design has had enough show and tell. That's pretty crazy. I like it. I am also going to go with the Good Brothers, but I'm biased. That's my team. That's been my team for a very long time.
Yes.
I am a Gallows and Anderson freak. So yes, hell yes, the Good Brothers will become the new Impact champions. And I know a lot of people will be like, but we've seen this before. There's a lot of great teams. Yes, you're right. And if I had to pick a dark horse in this match, I would say the Jay and Bay connection. I think Jay White and Chris Bay would be amazing tag team champions for Impact Wrestling. I think they would elevate the product. And again, that forbidden door just keeps circling some great talent in. And Impact has worked with everybody. If one promotion has worked with anyone more than any other promotion during this whole forbidden door thing, it has been Impact. They literally have worked with everyone. And I think they know how to spread the love around. So that's my dark horse pick if I had to pick one. But also, I am a big fan of Mike Bennett and Matt Taven. So that could also be a dark horse. I don't know. For me, tag, this is a match I'm just looking forward to seeing on so many different levels. Now, this next match, in my opinion, will be the sleeper match of the night. You've got Tomohiro Ishii. I hope I'm saying that right. Again, I'm not great with the pronunciations. Versus Jonah. This is a match I'm looking so forward to seeing on so many different levels. We know Jonah from his NXT run. We know how good he is. But Tomohiro Ishii is also a great talent as well. So I'm interested. Where are you going? I mean, I think you're going with Jonah.
Yeah.
It's not surprising that she would go with Jonah. If she doesn't know anybody, she sticks with what she knows, and there's nothing wrong with that. I as well am going with Jonah. I love the big boys. I love when they can do the stuff that this man can do. He's got power, he's got athleticism, and he's also got speed. A lot of people, I think, underwhelm his speed, but I think he really does have speed. And from one big boy to another, I can appreciate Jonah and his skill set. So I'm also going with Jonah. But I think this match has potential to be the sleeper match of the night. It'll definitely be a barn burner. And now another knockouts match, one that she's been looking at cards since we started this whole prediction show. So it's Tasha Steelz, the current Impact Knockouts champion, versus Rosemary. The floor is yours. I will let you pick, and whoever you pick, I will agree with you, but you need to expand your answer and give reasons why.
But this is hard because I love Tasha Steelz and I love Rosemary.
So you want Tasha to retain, or you want Rosemary to become the new champion?
I don't know. That's hard because I like them.
It's a prediction show. You gotta predict.
Okay, I know, but I don't want to predict. This is hard. This is hard. I'm just gonna say we should ask Siri. Let's. Do you want to hear Siri's opinion?
We're not asking Siri. All right, for this one, I am going with Rosemary. I think her time is overdue. I think she's ready to don a championship. It's been a very long time since I've seen gold around her, and I would love to see her.
Okay, fine. I agree with you.
Just because you wanted me to give the answer.
No, because I just didn't know. So like your explanation was.
But
like,
you gotta follow your heart, man. You gotta follow what you're thinking.
I know, but I love both of them, so it's just like okay.
All right, so we're both in agreement that it's time for Rosemary to don that Knockouts championship.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
I like it. All right, the next match. This one has the potential to also steal the show. A lot of matches on this card have potential to steal the show, but this one, the current X Division champion, Trey Miguel, versus Ace Austin, versus Speedball Mike Bailey, our good friend, great talent. We've seen him so many times. The mini host has had him on. I've had him on. So you cannot keep kids focused on anything. Like, I don't know what was happening there at all. Crazy.
I was doing the sound effects because you were saying speed on my Billy. So I was like, oh.
All right. Focus. So you've seen Trey a few times. You know his ability. You've also seen Ace Austin work. I've had the pleasure of speaking with Ace Austin. But I think our hearts are both going with man that needs to be rocking gold and Impact very soon. And that is Speedball Mike Bailey.
Yes.
I think it is his time. I think he's overdue. I think now that Impact opened the door for him, he's killing it over in the US again, finally able to come back and show what he can do. Arguably one of the best unsigned talents since Josh Alexander was scooped up by Impact as well. So I'm going to give this one to Speedball Mike Bailey. But what I love about Speedball Mike Bailey winning is that we get Speedball and Trey again down the line, because Trey's going to get his rematch clause, so we'll get these two one-on-one. The thing that sucks about triple threats when you're the champion is there's no champion advantage. You can lose the title and not be pinned. So Mike Bailey can pin Ace Austin and win the match, therefore he becomes a champion. So that's what sucks about triple threats, is that you really don't have to be pinned to lose the title, and it sucks. But I think Speedball Mike Bailey is due for a run, and I think he's going to get it. I think he's going to become your new X Division champion. And now the time is at hand.
Moose sucks eggs. Moose sucks eggs. Moose sucks
I have a
eggs.
shirt that says that. I will be wearing it tomorrow. So Moose, who sucks eggs, the current Impact Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, versus the man who he took the title from when his back was turned and he was ill prepared for it. And then again, only a few weeks ago, attacked his wife at a Destiny Wrestling show, which we were ringside and we got to see that despicable act. And he speared Jade into the mat, therefore, knocking her unconscious, and Josh had to carry her to the back. Was not a fun moment for any fan in the audience, but Moose is a true heel, one of the best in the business right now doing it. He makes you hate him. He makes you want to see him lose, and he makes you want Josh to get justice even more.
Yes.
So for anybody that's watched our show, we are big fans of Josh. Josh is a good friend of the show, and there's no way in hell, and I'm going to swear with my kid in the room, there's no fucking way in hell we're both not picking. Oh, I've said a lot worse. Watch it. Just ask her when I watch a Raptor game. It's a lot worse. Anyways.
No, when you're driving.
Oh, when I'm driving. Yeah, I do have road rage. I do have a good point. Thanks for throwing me under the bus. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I think we're both inclined to say that Josh Alexander will become a 2-time Impact Wrestling champion tonight.
Yes.
Even though the first reign was rather short-lived, we all freaked out and were so excited when Josh won the title the first time until Moose did what he did.
Uh-oh.
That rat. That
You
jackal.
You tell me not to say rats.
Yeah, but you can say it in the right context. You just say rat out of nowhere. I'll be like, hey, good morning. She'll be like, what's up, rat? I'll be like, what? It's horrible.
I don't say that. I say that when we're playing Mario Kart.
What kid disrespects their parents the amount of time this kid does? Okay, so you're going with Josh Alexander on this one?
Yeah.
All right, so Josh is going to get justice.
Who's going to go with Moose? Moose. Come on.
Well, there are people out there that appreciate Moose for what he is.
Well, those people are, they also suck eggs.
So if you're Moose and any fans of Moose, the mini host wants to tell you something. You guys all say it with more gusto.
You suck eggs. Eggs.
I like it. I think that's a great way. I think that's a great way to leave this one off. It was a short one and a sweet one, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, I'm your host, your boy, George Mackay, and this is
the mini host.
And we hope you enjoyed our prediction show. Smash that like button. Give us your comments. Let us know your thoughts and predictions. And again, we hope you enjoy Impact Rebellion tomorrow, April 23rd, only on Fight TV. Pre-order it now. We already did. It's already ordered, ready to go. So enjoy wrestling tomorrow. Enjoy great wrestling tomorrow. And let's hope that this card is a banger that we know it will be. And, hey, if we got any of our predictions wrong or any of the matches wrong or anything's changed since then, hey, we're human. We only went off the most recent card that we could find. So anyways, peace, love, and wrestling. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to tune in next week for another great episode on all available podcast platforms and hosted on Podbean. Also, check us out on YouTube at Straight Talk Wrestling, on Instagram at Straight Talk Wrestling, on Facebook at Straight Talk Wrestling, and on Twitter at _Straight Talk. And if you feel the need to buy some sweet merch, check us out on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Leaving the scene with no trace, not in my league. You out of place. I'm not at the top. I'm outer space. Can't eat with us. We're out of place. I'm doing fine. I'm feeling great. You're not my fan. You can't relate. Straight talk going state to state.